All right, guys, well, this is the finished result right here. Yo, what's up, Yoda gang? So we're right here with my truck, right? Using some Dawn dish soap because I have done a lot of shit with engines, picking up engines, delivering engines. I gotta take everything out on the sides, and I'm actually gonna use the Harbor Freight stud gun that they use for like body repair, because I do have some dings on that side. You really can't see them too well from here. Even some on the floorboards that need to be removed, which is here, here, here. Then we have a really nasty one right here, which is the whole spot right here. So I had to remove all that. If there's some right here, I have to remove as well. I want this bed to look really good before I decide to rhino line. So I've decided to actually remove this tailgate because I have really bad ding here. I'm gonna remove these panels, remove the panels here, put some new ones that I have on the side, and I'm just gonna totally clean this bed up. I should spray today, I should be done today, and we should be ready to go. So enjoy, guys, and see how the process is, because all I'm doing is Dawn dish soap, scuffing it down, and I'm gonna use some other stuff that are from Harbor Freight that I really love. And like I said, I'm just gonna clean this up, take everything out, and yeah, we'll get to it. All right, Yoda gang, as you can see here, this one's pretty messed up. I could flatten this out, it wouldn't really matter because they're going on the pickup truck and it's gonna get rhino lined, but I don't like how it looks like and I don't wanna waste my time. So I have a good clean set, and what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna remove these. They're just regular 8mm. I don't know if you can really see that. They're just regular 8s. You can get these at any auto parts store. You can't really see it, but 8mm. Go in here, go there, and just take that bad boy out. These usually have a nylon piece on the back. That's how they are factory, but sometimes they break. Luckily, I have a really clean set that I'm gonna work with. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do all that, and take all this out, and then take off the panel.
When you remove these panels, guys, be very careful. The metal is very thin, and it's very easy to bend these.
I'm right here back at it again. I sanded down a lot of the stuff. So I did have some hits here. Right here is a little divot that I don't like. I did go ahead and pop it out. That one was really bad. This one was really bad. Now it's pretty clean. Same thing with here. I'm not really too like worried about the perfectness of it, because I am gonna rhino line it. So the rhino line is gonna add like a layer to it. And right here, I did have, this was completely smashed in, and I was able to pull it out. Same thing with this area, it was flat, and I was able to rise it up. Over here too, these panels, these more, they oval out over, they kind of have like a circular edge to it. And here, as you can see, I have a low spot here which I need to pull out, and like here I pulled it out the best I could. Same thing with that side, this was pushed in, I pulled it out, and same thing with that one over there. Doesn't look too bad. It's obviously not going to ever be 100% perfect, but I can definitely try my best to make it as perfect as possible. So after that, I'm gonna rhino line it. I already have my tailgate. I need to sand that down, sand down the other piece, and then we're pretty much gonna be ready to go, man. So as you can see with these body panels, I actually got super lucky with this one. So I took this off of a parts card that it was just in pristine condition. It had a bed cover all its life. So you can see that we're starting off with a really good, let's say, specimen. So I mean, this thing looks just absolutely cherry. And so are the bed sides, because mine were a little beat. You can see, I mean, those things look immaculate. Absolutely immaculate. And same thing with the tailgate. The tailgate, it looks, I mean, pristine. If you pull over this cover, let's see. I mean, yeah, look at that whole tailgate. It still has a factory foam that goes inside. So this is gonna work out pretty good for my application. I'm gonna take everything out and then swap over the tailgate. And, do what I gotta do. That tailgate, it's a little dinged up in the front, but it doesn't matter because we're gonna do body work on it. So as long as I get all this down and sanded nice, we're gonna go from a 220, I believe. You can go up to 400, but I believe the recommendation was just 220. It's just enough to scuff down the paint. You don't have to go to bare metal, nothing that crazy that I've, how I did it last time is that you don't have to go down to bare metal. I went to bare metal because I decided to actually pull out the dents from the back of the bed. I want it to look nice. I don't want the rhino liner to look warped. So I decided to pull everything out, and then that's how I'm gonna go about it. All right, I already started my process. So as you can see, I took off the light. I was able to save the grommet that goes on the side of the tailgate right here. I was able to push it out from the other side. People just rip it off. But I'm gonna sand all this, right? This is my line. I'm gonna keep sanding all the way there, sand up, take off the lights, cover this piece, and then make it look super badass. So when I rhino line it, it's gonna have like a nice contour, right? It's gonna look super nice. It's gonna go with the lines. I have to sand that tailgate down just a tad bit, and then that should be solid after that. For that one, I'm probably just gonna lift up the fork, and then just put the tailgate on there. Guys, it's 3 in the morning. And then I'm just gonna finish off with that, and then I have to finish some interior pieces inside of the pickup truck. So I'm just gonna go ham. I don't think I'm even gonna go to sleep. I just wanna make this thing happen. So I'm gonna rhino line it, make it look sick, clean some pieces up, and then after that, I'm gonna do my SR5 seats because I need to change the fabric. So I'm gonna get this done. All right, Yoda gang, so I'm right here working on this bad boy. I used some of this primer for the back of the panel because it had some rust. I treated it first, and then I went over it. Right here, I'm using earplugs. And then here, I'm just gonna use some old hardware to kind of like mount it. So that way it can, you know, be as flush as possible. And then of course, I gotta use some more acetone because there's a bunch of shit on here. And after that, I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna paint it, or I mean, shoot it with the RaptorLiner. And if you guys have known, I've been at it for a few weeks. You know, this thing was really fucked up. It was like smashed in. That other side was smashed in. I was popping out all the dents. And fuck it, it's time, dude. It's fucking time because this car is gonna get painted. And before I paint it, I gotta make sure that this is right. So, wish luck. It's fucking 3 in the morning. So right here, I put some earplugs in here. This is like a trick, right? If you don't want it to go inside the threads, just use some earplugs. I masked this off, honestly, like the best I could, and I hit it again with some sandpaper. It's a little dirty right now, so I'm gonna hit it with some of my trusty dusty acetone, which I lost. I don't know where I put it at. And then after that, it's time to shoot. You know, paint this bad boy, shoot it with the RaptorLiner. And it's very easy. It's, I believe it's a 1:1 ratio. Or sorry, it's a cup. It's like a bottle, and then inside the bottle has a clear cup, and the clear cup, you shoot it in there, and then the rest is history. I happen to have the gun from a previous job. So in this application, honestly guys, if you could use a compressor, even better. That's like honestly the way to go. So I'm gonna have to figure all those things out before I do it, but I just want to admire this hard work that we've put in here. I mean, I've used a razor to really go into the curves of the vehicle. I'm gonna have to cover this up a little bit, you know, just really like, you know, trying to make this look as nice as possible and enjoy it. And actually, we're gonna try out this RaptorLiner later today because I have to go to pick apart. That's a whole different story, but this is gonna be really fucking sick. So yeah, we're gonna grab some shit over there, and then we're gonna be on our way. All right, guys, we got this product, and then we got that product. Cool. So the way this is gonna work, we're gonna have to add with this is the fill line, 8 ounces into 1 bottle. I believe the directions are in here. Right? Yep, 8 ounces, and then shake the hardener for at least 2 minutes, and then shoot it or roll it. I'm gonna be honest with you, if you can avoid rolling it, trust me, way better, because when you shoot it, it is gonna look fucking nice, dude. It looks really clean. And of course, 40 to 60 psi, and allow for 60 minutes of the dry time. So here is my setup. This is pretty much the gun that came with it. You could buy this separate for like 30 bucks on eBay. It broke here, so I had to do some shenanigans here, but it works. I've used it before. And then here's my regulator, and then I have a water filter element. This is actually very important, this water filter element. I didn't do it last time, but I assure you, when I was shooting paint for a car, I used this bad boy. I was like, yeah, makes the product come out way cleaner. With it, check it out. This is all Harbor Freight stuff right here, dude. So, like I said, if you could do this setup here, we're gonna use 3 of these. I might go 4, but I don't think it's necessary. I think 3 is gonna be absolutely good. 3 should be fine for my application, and then we're gonna get started. So in this part of the video, you can actually see me mixing both of the additive and the RaptorLiner itself. And you have to shake it vigorously for about like a minute. And there's a fill line on the plastic cup, so you cannot mess this up, trust me. It's just fill line on the clear cup to the bottle. It might overflow just a little bit, but it's okay. You'll be fine. Shake it up. And once you're done, spray it onto whatever surface you're gonna spray it on. So
Definitely don't let it sit, because once you put the additive, this has a very short shelf life. So do it as fast as you can. Cool. As you can see here, I have my gun. Everything is set up. I'm using 60 psi, and of course I'm using a compressor that is 100 gallons with 120 CFM. So this is able to keep me give me a consistent finish all throughout the bed. If you're using a smaller compressor, which can totally be done with a Harbor Freight compressor, it's got to be more than 20 gallons. You want that consistency throughout all of the shooting. But luckily for me, I have the big compressor, 60 psi, and I also have the regulator on the gun with water filter, so it absorbs any of the moisture that could potentially get into the RaptorLiner, which is a big no-no. So just make sure that you use that setup on the gun. As you can see, it's a water filter, the regulator, and then the actual unit itself. All right, guys, well, this is the finished result right here. That's with the hardware installed. It gives it a nice fresh look, and of course it's not rattling. Super cool. I just need to redo this side of the hardware, and I need to touch this up, like I said, a few spots, and we're solid. But this is how the RaptorLiner came out. A lot of people have asked me online, like, hey, would you offer this service? You know what, I actually would, because I have all the machinery to do it. So if you're near Nuevo, California, which is close by Lake Paris, and you would like me to do the same job for you, I'm more than happy to do it for you guys. Just send me a DM on Instagram. The link is on the bio. And guys, I appreciate you being patient with me on this build. It's been quite the journey, and I'm still not done, because I actually am gonna do some more stuff to this truck. And on the next video, I'm actually gonna show you what I'm gonna do a little bit to the interior. Haven't done too much, but as you can see, I pulled out the passenger side seat. I have the driver in, and I'm redoing my seats, because I have 85 SR5 seats, and I want to keep this car as original as possible with the interior pieces, and I was able to get another seat. So until then, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Peace.